Yep, we always blame Twitch. We'll be back to you shortly, though.
You're so fun. Hooray!
All right, we are back. So now what we don't know is the items that are still in large are now the raft. We now know the power bracelet is in level 8. The raft is still at large. The white sword is still at large. The book is still at large, and the silver arrows are still at large. Jamevil finds a 124 rupee bomb upgrade. He purchases it, and it's a good purchase. It's the maximum 6 bomb upgrade. Expensive price, but well worth it for Jam.
Good price per bomb right there. Well, I'm just caught in this dead zone here.
Yep, we'll be back with you just shortly. We just had a little bit of a hiccup here on our side, but just stay with us. We will be right with you very shortly. Hopefully we don't miss anything very important, but if you do notice that something important has happened on either side, just feel free to let us know.
Let us know, let us know, let us know.
Doesn't show signs of stopping, and that's enough. Don't want to get in trouble, you know. Anyways, Jamevil back here in level 8. He's still looking for the second item here, as well as the Triforce.
Yeah, Jam is the kind of guy who wants to have all of the items before.
And shoot! Well, what do you know? The Triforce is in the vertical shoot room. You don't see that.
What do you do there?
Well, he's gonna try. Well, is he trapped? Can he go around that Triforce, or is there no way around it?
I think this is just a enter 8 twice kind of situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can get into a block, but you can't move laterally once you're in there, so you're just kind of...
Yeah, you pretty much, that's about it. Aquamentus awaits along the coast, so now Jam, well, he's already, that's old news. They both are done with level 1.
It might be possible clip over the sensitive spot where you could pick up the Triforce, but that would be, you'd have to have knowledge of the size of the hitbox of the Triforce. And I don't think I've ever seen that done before.
Right now, I believe Fred is in level 5.
Yeah, the slight discrepancy in their streaming colors makes it a little hard to see if they're in.
Yeah, that is true. When they're using different tints, yeah, it does make it a little more difficult for us, because it might look like they're on different levels when in fact they're actually on the same level.
Fantastic bomb placement by Jam. Very good Dodongo pattern. Got out of the 13.
Perhaps he has found the staircase he needs to find to get the second item. And again, he's probably hoping that this second item is going to be the silver arrows.
Doesn't want to
find out.
Doesn't want to clip in there reverse with the bomb, so he switches to arrows, which has like the smallest frame window. Much better.
We're about to find out what's behind that staircase. No, that is not the staircase he wanted. It's just another passageway. He's out of there.
Get around the chute.
He's got to make his way around the chute here in level 8.
He can't. He's south. He's west of the eye, so that's the end of the road for 8. This staircase is pretty nice. You should just take it.
Well, still needs to find that other item.
Block, so we'll see what happens.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah. Soviet Darknuts here.
Yeah, but he's just going to go ahead and take the Triforce here and make another play at it. Or maybe he'll just, he tries to go around it, but that's not enough pixels. He'll go ahead and pick up the Triforce here in level 8. Just needs 2 more Triforce pieces.
Yeah, so if I was going to try and clip around that Triforce, I'd go up the left-hand side, get to the pixels underneath where the grab zone is, and try a block clip maneuver and try and walk past it.
Jam has decided not to go back to level 8, so he's left one of the items in level 8 behind, and it could be gamble time come level 9. And he probably doesn't want to go through this again, because remember, against the race with Crystal Saver, with a chance to defeat him, he took the gamble on having the silver arrows being in level 9, and unfortunately ended up being in level 7. So if this is the case, Jamevil's got to be thinking to himself, oh, not the Saver theorem again.
I know we're coming up on 52.5 minutes here. I really, I'd feel kind of nervous at this point. You don't know how far ahead or behind you are.
That is true indeed. And remember, Jam still has to go back into level 7 to get the Triforce out of there. And Jam does not know the location at this time of where level 2 is. Now, wouldn't it be something if the item in level 2 was the silver arrows? Remember that Fred passed up the item in level 2 again. We certainly can't blame him because it was a Wizrobe set.
Right, so he has made his trek back to the bush southeast of 1 here. To be in some fun little 2ing.
Yep, so Jamevil looks like he has found level 2 himself, so if he finds that item, and it happens to be silver arrows, Fcoughllin's in big trouble.
Big trouble in Little Hyrule. Alright. The wand has done all the damage it can do in this room. Jam is forced to poke down these Wizrobes with his sword.
Yes, because the wand is completely ineffective against
Never mind!
Wizrobes.
You have 13 freaking bombs. Go ahead and just poke these Wizrobes while you slowly lose the race.
Well, he must want to save his bombs for later on, but you do make a good point, BT. He's losing valuable time here. He doesn't know it. This is pretty much an even race, I'd say, right now up to this point. Because, again, neither one of them have the silver arrows. Again, we don't know where the silver arrows are yet. And we don't know the item in level 2. It looks like we're about to find out, though, soon.
And that was a good room.
Ooh, down to half a heart is Fcoughlin, and without a potion, he's just going to up an A.
Nuts to you, Gleok.
So level... Oh, the silver arrows are in level 2 right on the ground!
Well, I can't see how you missed that. So
unless we missed it. Yeah, unless we both missed it. Yeah, that is insane that the silver arrows were just right on the ground. You didn't have to kill a thing.
Well, you did have to get into that room.
Right, and you did have to dodge those Wizrobes. Fcoughlin, however, has picked up the Triforce here in level 5. And I don't know how you can miss those silver arrows. It's not like the dungeon was camouflage. It's not like it was the icy blue color palette.
No. There's some common mentalities for the randomizers, and Fred went up the right-hand wall and was planning on backtracking down the left, and did not have a good time in that dungeon cut out.
Yeah, yep. It's just a matter of luck here. Jamevil finding the silver arrows here in level 2. So now we know by default that the other item in level 8 has to be the raft.
Yeah, by process of elimination, everyone's bowels can eventually empty.
That means for the second race that I've called in a row, white swords in level 9. So
you are bad luck.
Well, blame TGE for that.
Anyways, the Wizrobes weren't mandatory, so I'm not as upset about the white sword being in 9. But if the Wizrobes are mandatory and the white sword's in 9, and there's every single heart container is behind a push block, I don't like those seeds.
Right. And a little bit later on, I'm going to give you guys the full recap of what all the items are for those of you who may have joined us late. I'll probably do it at about the 70-minute mark.
And if you're not interested in the recap, just leave your hat on.
Exactly, BT. Yep, exactly.
Hello, good morning.
Raft is in level 8. Can't be in level 9. The raft cannot be in level 9.
I mean, if the creator of the randomizer made it, clearly it could be.
Let's
not count out everything.
That's true, but then it would make this. Then he'd really have to make a lot of work to make sure that it's not raft required or not Triforce required to go into level 9.
See, I have no problem if it was, put the raft in 9 after it had checked to see if it was necessary. Gives you something to do,
Well, absolutely. Well, you want to make things a little more spicier? Yeah, go for it.
Well, you do know what they say.
What do they
Spicier
say?
the chicken, the spicy the chicken.
That's another Zelda game, though. We have spicy chickens in Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And I might do commentary for that when that tournament comes around. I'd be interested.
Wizrobes with a clock. We haven't seen this.
Yeah,
finds
that's
the
nice.
bomb.
Huge
Found
luck
the bomb
there
button.
for Jammy. Yes.
It did not. There, he places a bomb. The bomb worked. He's still stabbing. Stabs
Fred,
it. He gets
so
a
now
map.
Jamevil finds that map in level 7. He still needs to get the Triforce out of there. But again, 33 rooms of pure torture. That Triforce can be anywhere at this point. He does not have the very sought-after compass.
You know, if you use a compass in Western Hyrule, it will actually indicate west of
Yeah, that's true.
bombs to 8 bombs.
Fcoughlin finds the all-important compass here in level 3. He knows exactly where he needs to go to get to the Triforce. Jamevil discovering the old news of where level 9 is.
I hope he remembers where 9 is.
But yes, E-Tap, that is correct. The bomb upgrade, which costs a whopping 124 rupees, does provide the maximum 6 bomb upgrade. Fcoughlin has picked up the Triforce in level 3, so all he's got to do is pick up the Triforce in level 8, and he's eligible to go into level 9, but unfortunately, he still has to go back to level 2 to get the silver arrows. Again, we're pretty sure he missed them.
Oh yeah, he definitely has wood arrows on.
Yep. Jam's gonna fight this blue Goma here and gets a nice fairy and bomb out of it. Doesn't need the bombs. Fairy's being trolly though, but he finally does manage to get the fairy to go back to full health. And now he does have 12
by throwing a lucky banana off to the left.
Jam now has 12 hearts, so now in his mind he now has a 33% chance of picking up the magical sword if he wants to make another attempt at it. I gotta believe he's gonna make another attempt at it, considering that he still only has wooden sword. We know for a fact white sword's in level 9.
With a book.
That's right. The book is also in level 9, again by process of elimination. Again, at 70 minutes, I'll do the final recap of the items for those who may have just joined us late.
If the pen is mightier than the sword, is the book?
No.
There you have it, folks. Lifelong mystery solved.
Fcoughlin finds the power bracelet, the first of the 2 items here in level 8. He just has to get the Triforce here. Jamevil having all kinds of problems here in level 7. He needs to find that Triforce and quick. Fcoghlin's gaining on it and fast.
He's got some wicked bad deja vu from Jamie and all these Wizrobe rooms.
Nobody likes Wizrobes. They're no fun. I don't care how good of a Zelda player you are, Wizrobes are no fun. Let's see if it's worth it, though, in the end. He needs to find that Triforce, but instead he finds some bombs.
As we determined before, Wizrobe, the world's worst house pet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phases through into the bathroom and shoots you in the face.
Yep, that good old the FU beam. I think a lot of people like to call that when you get out of a staircase or enter a room, and right as you enter it, zap in your face, and you lose your health. And a lot of times it happens, you're out of health.
We call it the FU beam because the Wizrobe is just fed up with your behavior.
Absolutely.
Trying to calm you down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You sunk my Jenga ship.
So Jamevil continuing to make his search for the Triforce here in level 7. That's the only Triforce piece he needs to pick up before he can go into level 9. Fcoughlin, all he has to do is get the Triforce in level 8, but again, he has to go back to level 2 for silver arrows. There's a bomb upgrade for 170 rupees on his side. Will he purchase that bomb upgrade for 124? You better believe it, and he's going to be happy to discover he gets the maximum 6 bomb upgrade himself.
I can see the smile on his hatted face right now.
Yeah, definitely. We're now 61 minutes into the seed. Neither one of them are in level 9, so Saver's already beaten this seed twice. we had to throw it out there at least once. We love you, Crystal Saver.
Once again, the opinions of Laz Cards fan only expresses his personal feelings of love. Speed Gaming and Presticle do not necessarily share these feelings of love.
you heard it here first. Ooh, a little bit of trouble here on this Dodongo here on Fred's side. He's trying to do the bomb method, and Fcoughlin, or the Dodongo's doing those Mike Tolbert moves against Fcoughlin. Now he finds the compass, so Fred now knows he has to go into the shoot room to get the Triforce, and he's going to try and go around it if he can. No, He's going to do the same thing that Jamevil is going to do, and unfortunately for him, he's going to find out the hard way. There's no way around it.
I really want to try that clip.
Well, to be fair, Gleox7, both players were Triforce blocked. It's just that Jamevil decided to pick up the Triforce. Fcoughlин's going to find out the same fate, though, in a few minutes.
Aquaman along the coast.
Old news, though. Again, they're both done with level 1. Come on, old man. Give him some more useful hints than that. Well, now Jamevil's going to take a different path in level 7. Boy, this...
He needs to get into the thumb of the sock puppet.
You remember, when we had the other race between Double A and Fcoughlin, Double A completed this in 2 rooms. This is not a 2-room level 7 of this 33 rooms of torture.
31 more.
Yes, exactly. And Jamevil, and look at that, that's all he needed to do was go 2 rooms to the east, and there's your Triforce. So this could have been a 3 Triforce level, well, not in this case, because the bow happened to be the item in level 7. This could have been a 3-room Triforce pickup in level 7. And now Jamevil will go into level 9 with the lead.
Tooting to freedom, it's pretty much a locked up here. We're going to have to see something very particularly... A certain order of events has to happen in 9 for Jam to lose at this point.
Jam's going back into level 5. Well, he must have thought something else. I don't know. Maybe he thought that was the Magical Sword cave. Because remember, Magical Sword's close to start.
Well, remember, he doesn't use a very complex mapping system. So
now we're going to find out if 12 hearts is enough to pick up Magical Sword. Is it? Yes, it is. It's a 12-heart Magical Sword. Huge for Jamevil. That means his attack power has been quadrupled. Only needs 4 hits on Ganon.
Well, first you got to find the Ganon. Then you got to poke the Ganon. Then you have to poke the Ganon 3 more times.
Oh, I see what he was doing with that level 5 thing. He was farming for bombs. That's what. He was down on bombs.
Yeah, he came out with 1 out of 7, and now he's up at 8.
Fcoughlin picks up the Triforce here in level 8, so now he'll have to go back into level 2 to pick up the silver arrows, and I'm telling you, Fcoghlin's in trouble here, because, well, now he's going back into level 8 to try and find the second item, and it's going to be the wrong move for him!
Well, I mean, there's 2 kind of moves you can make. You can make a good move, and you can make a bad move.
Unfortunately, in this case, it's going to end up being a bad move for Fcoughlin, unless he finds the item in level 8 very quickly. Jamevil's now in level 9, about 65 minutes in. And since he's in level 9, in case he finds, Zelda and Ganon quickly, I am going to go ahead and do the item recap for those who may have just joined us. Look at that, the map on the ground for Jamevil here in level 9. Items. Level 1 had the magical key and Lord Banana. Level 2 had the silver arrows. Level 3 had the inferior model. Level 4 had the ladder. Level 5 the magical wand. Level 6 we have the heart container. The bow was the item in level 7. Level 8 has the power bracelet and the raft. Level 9 has the white sword and the book. The recorder was the Armo statue item. The ladder item on the coast was the red ring. And the white sword item was the red candle.
Jamie took a red candle. Fred chose not to take a red candle.
Right, so now Jamevil, what he's going to be looking for, he's going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, and this Patra could conceal that roar of Ganon. He's going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. If he hears that roar, then Ganon is 1 room adjacent to where he is, either north, south, east, or west. The other thing he's going to be looking for is a single shutter door room where after clearing out all the enemies that the shutter door doesn't open. If that shutter door does not open, he has found the location of Zelda.
Just 1 room past.
So the item ended up being 1 room past the Triforce. That is amazing. Of course, the game knows.
Yep. About Fred's quitting time. Brain function gonna be at a low.
Yep. Now Fred.
Silver arrows.
Now it's decision time. Go back to level 2 or make the play to level 9. I would imagine he's going to go back into the easier level 2. Well, he's going to fill up on hearts first.
So, okay, this can indicate either thing. 2 sucks, it's full of Wizrobes, need full health, or going on to 9, 9 sucks, need full health.
Yep.
Nothing in the top right corner. I mean, can't seem to bomb out of here.
This looks to be a dead end. He's going to try and bomb to the west. Nothing doing. How about to the south? Nope. Gonna pick up those bombs there.
Fill up. Bombs. Patra very weak today.
Yeah, plus he got a fairy out of it, so he's back to near full health. Oh, Fred. He's going into level 9. This is not going to be the right decision. And oh, the potion price is 46 and 51, or was it 48 and 51? I couldn't quite tell. He went pretty quickly, but it looks like he doesn't have enough rupees to buy a potion. No, he's going to farm to get the red potion. Considering it's 51 rupees, might as well. Just needs 5 rupees.
Yeah, he's made a boo-boo here. This is good news for Jam.
Oh, very good news for Jam.
But yeah, I believe it was 48 for the pot.
Yep.
So.
I think at this point, but now he got the 5 rupee out of that
46.
red Octorok, he can go ahead and buy that red potion for 51.
With enough money left over to shoot Ganon with his wooden arrow.
Absolutely. Well, he can't shoot Ganon with a wooden arrow. That's impossible. He's impervious to wooden arrows. You need that silver arrow.
That's the joke.
Okay, that's the joke. Whatever you say. But yep, gonna buy that red potion, and Fcoughlin is gonna make his way to level 9, unbeknownst to him that this is going to be the wrong decision in sabermetrics. Here's a single shutter door room with these blue land molas. Does this door open? The door does open. That is not where Zelda is. Oh, Justaman, I already did the item recap because just in case Jamevil had a very quick level 9, which has evidently, as we know, is not turning out to be the case.
I mean, he's only been a while.
Well, we've had some quick level 9s before, especially Jamevil has had the quickest level 9 in the tournament. That was the race against Vonky. And it looks like Jamevil now knows the location of Ganon. He has found Ganon. He's heard the roar.
Once again, my boots are being shaken in.
However, it looks like he's not able to get there from where he's able to go.
But knowledge is half the battle.
Yep, absolutely. Fcoughlin's in level 9 himself, and unfortunately, he's going to discover it's the wrong decision.
Fred is going to gain knowledge.
Well, if he finds the items quickly like Double A did in his race against Fcoughlin, then Fred's still going to have a chance. But if he doesn't, and this is a very trolly level 9, it's curtains for him.
Acquaintance, I say. He just needs an old man to tell him where the arrows are.
Well, that too. Remember, we didn't see that hint. Because they were all troll community hints. Now, Fcoughlin is in a double shutter door room. That cannot possibly be where Zelda is. It has to be a single shutter door room that can't open. Not a double or a triple. Or even a quadruple. We've seen the quads before.
Oh dear. You don't want to see my quads.
Yeah, I hear ya.
There's a lot to think about. Fred could have thought himself into a complete knowledge knot. But regardless of what he's thinking...
Still one gel left. Door does open. That is not where Zelda is on Fcoughlин's side.
Well... More issues than just finding Zelda here.
Yeah, his big issue is the silver arrows, and again, little does he know, he's looking in the wrong dungeon for them. His hope is he's got to either find the old man with the hint, or he's got to find the 2 items quickly, like Double A did. If he doesn't, this race is over.
Gotta love that third-person omniscient. Did he know? Another thing that Fred doesn't know is that Jam is in 9 with a silver arrow and a magical sword, so exploring 9 is very dangerous when you are ill-equipped.
Absolutely. Jamevil much better shape to fight off level 9's enemies than Fcoughlin is. That's another huge factor that's playing into this race. My goodness.
Triforce Room holds a key. Does it hold a princess?
Unfortunately, it can hold the princess. I've seen it before. Not this time, though.
Is it a trolley 9, or is it just a poorly played 9?
We'll see. It's still a little bit early in my opinion, but this so far does have the makings of a trolley level 9, but in my opinion, it's still a little bit early. Finds a single block room. It's got a staircase. Well, that's where one of the items is. It's the white sword. He doesn't need it, though. He's got mags.
Yeah, and you can't dual wield in this.
Unfortunately, no. Yep, you can't carry more than one sword like you can in, say, the Oracle games, where you can have either your regular sword or the Bigoron sword.
Just like Link's Awakening, where you could put your sword in the other slot.
That's right. And yet another Patra room here for Fcoughlin. Jamevil finds the other item room, and then there's the book. Again, he doesn't need that item. Sorry, Lizzie.
That's a good question. I believe Jam does play on an RGB modded console. I think Fred... I thought he played on a flashcard, but maybe he is on emulator.
Nice clip there against those Wizros to get to another part of the dungeon.
At least this is entertaining, having both. It's just so sad knowing the truth behind it.
And they give each other high fives. They're in the same troll community hit. Steve Urkel must be inhabiting that old man's body. Did I do that?
Blue White.
Yeah,
that was a nice game show. Total blackout.
That was an awesome show. Family Matters. That was one of those shows I used to watch all the time for TGIF. I could not miss it. It was a really good show.
Oh yeah. Undeniably.
And look at this. Patra has dethroned Ganon in Ganon's room. We've seen that a couple times in the tournament already.
Ganon's like, be right back. I'm open. Patra, you take over. Ganon never came back.
Yep. And I think in that one race I did, Ganon ended up being in the room next door. I think like to the north or something. And yes, Jaleel White was also the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog during the syndicated cartoon in 1983, and then the Saturday morning version that was on ABC in 1993 and 1994. Oh, and Jamevil's found Ganon.
Well,
just needs one more hit to defeat him. Ooh, got away from him there. Still has plenty of health. There's the fourth and final hit. Shoots the silver arrow, gonna pick up the Triforce of Power. So now all Jamevil needs to do is find Zelda, and hey, what do you know? Zelda won a hide-and-seek contest right to the south! Oh, that's gonna do it! Jamevil has won this race. He's gonna move on to the bonus bracket finals to face off against Ategenos. My goodness, Zelda right to the south of Ganon.
Jamevil clocking it in at 1:15:06.
A very good time there for Jamevil. So, yep, Ganon and Zelda right next door. Couldn't have asked for better on Jam's side. That will do it.
Recruit some Jammy here to talk us through the end of this. Looks like we got some series of quits and undones.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Fcoughlin going to wave the white flag here.
I don't think he has any flags on hand. It looks like he's removing his pants first. Gonna apply the underpants from a stick just to be extra clear here.
Well, Fred has not waved the white flag just yet. He's still going. He's at least going to try. So Jamevil now, he is now one victory away from having his rematch against Crystal Saber as Jamevil. He'll have to get past 8 Gen first.
Well, I think that hearing the Ganon roar pretty early in 9 put Jammy on a pretty good pace to kind of move back and forth along the walls and try and find his way to Ganon. He was able to narrow it down and get in from the top. It was a pretty short 9, not especially difficult. And
that wasn't too bad. Once he found Ganon,
right there,
yep.
Was really
so pretty much it was a tie in the hide and seek contest. But let's face it, neither one of them really won. Fcoughlin discovered the book, so now there's only one more staircase he needs to find, and that, of course, would be the one that is going to contain the white sword, which he'll gladly pick up, but it'll then strike him that he needs to backtrack to a previous dungeon.
Well, it's good to have the recorder for situations like this. A lot of likes here for a wood sword. And
now, the good news for Fred, he did find the compass, so now he knows exactly where Zelda is, and of course, Ganon's right to the north.
Can he access the second item, or the first item, depending on your perspective here, without hearing Ganon's roar?
Fcoughlin has just discovered the white sword, and now he knows he's got to get out of level 9 and go back to level 2. He will pick it up, though, because that will double his attack power. But yeah, he has to get out of level 9, go back to level 2, and find the item in there, which is going to be the silver arrows. So it looks like Fcoughlin is going to go ahead and finish off this seed, be a good sport about, which I do definitely appreciate that. You never like to see the dot forfeits on anybody's side. So it's good on Fred to at least finish off this seed. Considering the circumstances, Fred found the items relatively quickly.
Three and a half minutes out right now, and he got into 9 about 3 minutes.
However, Fred is not going back into level 2 first. He's going back into level 5. Because I don't think he ever discovered the wand.
Twitter.
So, yep, don't forget, folks, yep, indeed, Fcoughlin has posted in chat that the bonus bracket final will begin tomorrow night. That is going to be held at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and that is going to be between Jamevil and 8gen. The winner of that match will go into the championship match against Crystal Saver, and that will be following that match at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And again, the person emerging from the bonus bracket has to win twice against Crystal Saver. And I'm telling you, that is going to be a tall task, regardless of who comes out of that bonus bracket.
A lot of fun in the lower bracket. Has the prize for this tournament been disclosed yet, or is it still a secret?
I have no idea. I didn't even know if there was a prize for the champion of this match. If there is, I know nothing about it myself, BT.
Oh, I think it's lurking there in the shadows, and I strongly support people getting engaged with these tournaments. Even from far on the outside, there was some.
Fred found the magical wand in level 5, so now he knows he has to go back into level 2 in that Wizrobe dungeon to get the item, which is going to end up being the silver arrows.
75 rupees is the prize.
75 rupees is the prize. That's just enough to buy some wooden arrows.
Jay Coper is now engaged with the tournament. Congratulations, Jay Coper. When is the wedding?
And now Fcoughlin has found the silver arrows right there. And boy, he's got to be kicking himself that he didn't explore level 2 further. It was just right there on the ground. So now he just has to go back into level 9, finish that off, find Ganon. When he defeats Ganon, he'll find Zelda instantly, and Fcoughlin can complete this race.
Well, good for him for trying to get a completion out of this, but man, how frustrating must it be to either make a misplay or mismark or whatever happened to make you not understand where your silver arrows were. Everything is just stopped here.
Yeah, same thing's happening here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties again, but Fcoughlin now making his way back into level 9 to hopefully complete this seed. And then this will be the end of the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament races for tonight, the completion of the sextuple header. We have had a lot of great races here tonight. It has been a fantastic display of skills by all of these players tonight. Got to give them all a hand here and definitely follow them all. Everybody who's been participating today, definitely give them all a follow. They have done a great job. Of course, we had the first race, Dragon Dark and RC Drone. When we have Fcoughlin and Jay Coper, Jamevil, Amazing Ampharos, Crystal Saver, and 8 Gen. Give all of those great contestants a follow because they have put in a lot of hard work to get this far into the tournament, and they definitely deserve some support. Getting this far in the tournament, the final 8, I mean, it's quite an accomplishment. And they've had a lot of very tough races against a lot of great opponents. Definitely give these guys a follow. And also, don't forget we've got Speed Gaming. If you haven't followed Speed Gaming yet, what are you waiting for? Please do.
What's wrong with you people? Subscribe.
And then, of course, another thing I do want to throw out there, also, we don't want to forget about our great commentators. In addition to myself and Bresticle, we had the Greenleaf Effect do a triple headers worth of races here. I believe Jamevil was on standby, but I think TG actually did that race solo, and I believe, I could be wrong about this, I believe that is the first race of the Zelda Randomizer tournament that has been done solo. So Greenleaf Effect, I got to commend you, buddy. You did a really good job calling that race by yourself. Also doing some races where Skybills did a race, the second race, the Fcoughlin Jay Coper race. Crimson Avix, he called the race as well. And then, of course, during the 5th race, we had Darkwing Duck and Lack Attack 24. So give all those people that I mentioned a follow as well. They worked really hard as well. And then Adirondack Rick, who's going to be calling the bonus bracket finals tomorrow night. He will be doing commentary as well. Give him a follow as well. These guys, give them your support. They have worked hard to make this Zelda Randomizer tournament possible. If there are any names I missed, I do apologize. A lot of people have made this Zelda Randomizer tournament possible.
ESPN The Ocho, home of Zelda Randomizer tournaments.
We can only hope, Bresticle. We can only hope.
Fiesel's pushing for a Zelda 2 Rando tourney.
I'd definitely be up for doing commentary for that. How about you, BT?
Zelda 2, it really depends on the flag set. Zelda 2 can be like these 90-minute, Z1Rs are pretty hard for commentary as well as to get viewership on. But maybe there's a flag set that really speeds up the average time on a Zelda 2 rando. So it's a little early for big races, and maybe we'll learn a lot over the next year or so and get more people to join those and do some experimentation with our little global bug control. So it should be really exciting. I'm really excited to start playing Zelda 2 as they're kind of out of the loop, but it could make for a good tournament. We find the perfect. The Dragon Warrior Hacks Randomizer is also coming up in September. So be sure to follow your local DW Hacks and SRL, as well as find your local challenge tournament page for that. Got some interesting things going on in the random community. It looks like these things are kind of popping up on us all over the place.
And they've definitely gained some popularity as well, because they have been spreading like wildfire. You've got the Zelda 1 randomizer. Of course, there's a Zelda 2 randomizer. We've been seeing a Super Mario 3 randomizer popping up, Super Mario World randomizer. And then, of course, we've got the Dragon Warrior randomizer. So a lot of randomizers have been popping up. So it won't be long until we see more of your favorite games, I'm sure.
Like Pokemon Randomizer and Super Metroid Randomizer. Just been there forever for your entertainment. There you go, Mr. Cab. What about Mega Man Randomizers? Where are they?
I was going to say, as a CV1 runner myself, I'd certainly like to see a Castlevania Randomizer.
Symphony of the Randoms? I'd play that.
Hey, why not? Fcoughlin here is still trying to find his way to get to where Zelda is. He has to approach it from the north down south because, again, Ganon is guarding Zelda. So he has to get to Ganon. He's getting close to where he needs to be. Let's see if he can get there. He's only a few rooms away. Nope.
Punch-Out Randomizer? Oh yeah, let's not forget about that. Super Pitfall Random. NES Golf already has random wind. What else could you want?
Random. I know, random terrain.
Randomizes the strength of your clubs.
Ooh, now that would make it challenging. I'd love that.
Challenging?
Challenging, yes.
Alright. Fred is going to make that spirally motion towards the location again.
Yeah, he has to make the long way to get to where he needs to go. That's just the thing. It's a windy road just to get to where Ganon is. It's not the easiest path.
Does he still want to go? He still wants to go. I think he's Is he mapping? Is that what he's doing?
He must be, yes.
Or is he?
And I don't remember it. Well, he may be thinking at this point that this requires that good old magical staircase.
Or he might have a turtle walking across his screen that he has to forcibly.
Here. Alrighty.
I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah, he has found how to get to Zelda. He has not found the way to get to Ganon.
J. Coper, you already have the randomizer return his heart. You don't need the heart that Fred left on the ground. Stop stealing all the hearts. You're a man. You're an engaged man now. You gotta start planning for the future. Monogamy. Crystal's randomizer. Pretty good. Patra and Ganon room.
Yeah, I remember we had seen that room right before we saw where he needs to get to. And there he is. Now he's in Ganon's room, so he needs to get 8 hits on Ganon with the white sword in order to defeat him. He has all of his hearts. Remember, a Hyrule Driver is going to cost him 1 heart. And there is a Hyrule Driver right there, so if you want to spam your Hyrule Driver emotes, you go ahead and do so right now. There's 2 hits, 3, 4. Got a little bit of a stun lock on him, but he now has 5 hits on him.
No! Get into that thing where he slides up 3 pixels.
And there is the final hit on Ganon. It's going to pick up the Triforce of Power. And there is Zelda right to the south. So Fcoughlin is going to finish this race about 15 minutes behind Jamevil. And now we do have both Fcoughlin and Jamevil in the room with us. Jamevil, congratulations. You are moving on to the bonus bracket finals against 8gen. Go over this seed with us.
Oh boy, this was a seed. I had a really good start. I had that early ladder in the red ring that really helped out a lot. But if I have to kill another red dark nut with a wood sword with 6 HP, I'm gonna go crazy. I think I don't even know how many I killed in that one dungeon. There's just room after room after room of red dark nuts, and man, finding the wand really helped out. As soon as I had the wand, I started gaining a lot more momentum.
Momentum, the laxative you can count on.
Oh boy.
Yep, a couple things that helped you win this race here, Jamevil, is you were able to get the magical sword at the 12 hearts. So that really helped you explore level 9 much quicker than Fcoughlin was able to explore it. And the second thing was you were able to get the silver arrows out of level 2. That happened to be where they were. Unfortunately for Fred, he had cleared out most of level 2, but forgot to check one of the rooms. And the silver arrows, of course, were just lying right on the ground, and that cost him some time there. And that pretty much is what sealed the deal for you, Jam. So it's kind of like the way you had your match against Crystal Saver, sort of, in that he went with the Saver theorem, and it ended up backfiring on him, and you ended up coasting for the winning.
Yeah, I was having some difficulty in level 8. I don't know if it was the only way, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the dungeon was Triforce blocked, and the second item was up there.
Yeah,
so
you're not going to believe this, Jam. The item in level 8 was
is the raft.
right to the north. No,
Yeah.
right to the north of the Triforce room. And yes, it was the raft. You're right.
Yeah. Yep. And I was like, man, there's no way to get around this, is there? And tried everything.
There wasn't.
Wasted time. I wasted time. I almost full cleared level 7. Besides like the bottom part of the chin. The J Cobra was saying on the last seed that you should always check the chin, and man, that would have paid off dividends today for me. But not necessary apparently.
I was kind of hoping you went to the right and found the Triforce and would have run, but clearly that didn't happen.
Yeah, there was actually some interesting commentary with Lack Attack and Darkwing Duck on this very topic. Lack was thinking, why don't you just knock out the bottom real quick? And Darkwing's like, no, go deep, and if you die, then you can backtrack and grab. Or you can up an A, either way. So I think it's just, two different strategies. I don't think it's better than the other, but
it all depends where the Triforce and the item end up, and I don't think there's any statistical...
Yeah, you don't know that stuff.
Either.
Need 7 metrics.
7 saver metrics. First we'll need 6 more savers. That'll be hard.
It's tough, he's one of a kind. But, yeah, you kicked butt there, Jam. Well done.
Thanks, Fred. Yeah, you did a heck of a job yourself. You would have only found them silver arrows a little sooner, I think.
That would have helped a lot, but, you still would have, I think, had me pretty handily there.
Yeah, you might have been right, but it would have probably been a lot closer than it ended up being. I believe your level 9 was a little bit faster than Jamevil's level 9, because that level 9 was on the medium side, I'd say. It wasn't too trolly, but it wasn't the easiest thing in the world. You did have to find that magical staircase to get to where you needed to be, though.
Definitely true. Although there were a couple of ways I think you could have ended up there, so it wasn't completely single magical, but it definitely was not an easy path to get there in the end. That was painful.
Yeah, so Fred Coughlin, a really, really great tournament for you. You'll end up finishing in 4th place in this tournament, so a very, very respectable outing for you for your very first Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament, the very Zelda Randomizer that you yourself created. We got to give you a round of applause for all of the hard work that you've done to make this tournament possible. We do have a little bit of questions here. How is the Zelda Randomizer version 3.0 going?
It's actually going very well. I think we may have ironed out a large percentage of the major bugs that are in place, so we've got it currently out for beta testing. There might be some few extra features and stuff potentially worked on here, but I think at least the major feature that we wanted to get in, namely being able to change the dungeon shapes, is now seemingly implemented and close to, obviously never completely bug-free, but close to actually working consistently most of the time in a pretty good manner. So that feature is the main one I've been working on 3.0. There'll be other random little things here and there that probably come in, but as I said, that's the major piece we've been working on.
So any expectations of when you think we might see a full release of version 3.0? Your projections?
It's tough to say. I'd probably say, just because this is a major release with a lot of stuff going on, I'd probably say close to early September. Again, all depending on what other features I want to add in, and wanting to make sure again that these get thoroughly tested before release, to try to make sure that we don't break the game too much. So as I said, I think that's about the time frame we're looking at, hopefully. And as it gets closer, stay tuned. I'll definitely be posting on the site and posting on Twitter to try to let everyone know the status of the game when it'll be released.
But it should be very exciting, and you've done a fantastic job bringing the Zelda Randomizer program to everyone here in the Zelda community. We really appreciate that, and again, really good showing for you. So, Fred, any words of encouragement as Jamevil continues to face off potentially against Crystal Saber if he is able to defeat 8-Gen in the winner's bracket final?
All 3 of the competitors who are left are incredibly talented at this game. Saver always magically seems to find these things, but he gets tripped up, and lots of people have beaten him on random occasions. So really, Jam, play your game the way you do it. You are probably one of the most, as I said, consistent players. When I see you, you're rarely a, back of the pack type person unless you are among all the greats, in which case it's a true coin flip as to which one of you guys ends up first and which one ends up last. So, you are definitely one of the top players out there. Just play the game that you play, and I think it's gonna be your best shot, and I think you've got a fantastic chance of pulling it off here.
Are you telling me that I'm supposed to use both hands when playing with the controller?
50-50 depends on 50-50.
Okay, I was using the NES trackpad for my inputs.
At least you're not using the Power Glove.
It's so bad.
It's so bad, it's good. Fred, I have a question for you. It's a really hard hitting question, and I want you to really take the time to understand what's going on here. You've been a huge part of the community for we're pushing like 18 months. How long have we been randomizing?
I started development, probably 18 months, maybe slightly more than that. It was November of 2014.
All right, so what has working so closely with the code of Zelda done for you? Participating in all these races done for you, as far as your gameplay, as far as vanilla, as far as your other endearing events with Boy Blob. How's that working for you?
For this game, it's worked out great for being able to improve, skill. I think, I had some point the other day, a couple of weeks ago, someone convinced me to try a vanilla run just for fun. And I died at Ganon with a potential 34 on the table. So, considering my PB unrecorded was 3540, that was really confidence building that I was able to pull that off. So it's been really nice on that front, pulling off the skill. And seeing this stuff's actually worked really well for teaching me on this game on how to make other types of randomizers. So that's why SMB3 randomizer's been having some work on stuff. A couple other randomizers have potentially been looking into things like that. It's taught me a lot about how to do those things, how to do them properly. So that way, hopefully, we can take this stuff and add more craziness to other games too.
I really like what you've been doing. It's helped my gameplay tremendously, and I think it's great with what you're doing with showing coding on stream. You get a lot of, frequent visitors there. I think really enjoy what you're doing. If your priority is making making games and just taking a record here and there, that's very respectable. And I know the community hugely appreciates you. There's not enough we can do for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, as I said, just in general, it's great. The nice thing about this community is so great at providing feedback, whether it's occasional streams for those community hints that everyone's seen mixed in with the regular helpful hints, in terms of, as I've been working on things, making suggestions while I'm going, play testing, helping me identify bugs, helping me find the cause of them. This community has just been phenomenal. So many great people. There's too many people I could thank. I don't want to start listing people now because I'm going to omit a bunch of people here accidentally, and I definitely don't want to do that. But just everyone in this community has been phenomenal in terms of everything they've done for things. And as I said, it's amazing what everyone's doing.
And not to exclude Jammy at all. I know both are huge conspirators to the creation of this tournament. Coper. Jam is a very, very, he has a lot of good ideas, and he's really interested in involvement as well. And it's great for having everyone get involved and step up where they can.
Oh, absolutely.
Commentators every night, keeping the hype going.
Yeah, Jam has been phenomenal. He's done an amazing job putting together this, constantly keeping things in place. I think we have basically every single, or if not every single, like all but one of these tournaments all archived on YouTube now, so one can go back and watch any of the matches from it. It is incredible what he has done with all this. He, just getting the community together here, getting the wonderful crew of commentators in place, always having them ready on schedule. He's been the man behind the scenes pushing this whole thing, and he deserves a ton of credit, tons of follows for anyone out there who's watching who would love to see more crazy skill from him. He's mixed in addition to doing some Metroid marathons and gaining the Iron Sword world record, starting to learn some other games. He's a beast and definitely deserves a ton of credit.
He truly is. He's go miles and miles.
I only do it for all the money.
Oh my God,
yeah.
he's here lurking. We're just
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go anywhere. I do it for all the money, you know, all the thousands and thousands of Twitch bucks that I get.
Man,
I have fun doing this. This was really a great experience for me, putting this tournament together and working with all you guys. And honestly, everyone keeps saying, "Good job, Jam. You're doing great with this and that." It's the community. You guys have made it a pleasure to work with, and everyone shows up, on time for their matches. Everyone steps up for commentary when they need to. Everyone picks up the restream. So it's really, big shout outs to the community for this tournament, not just a few people.
Yeah,
well, I don't want this turn into a big circle jerk. We all love each other here. Jam, you're still in this tournament. You have some do, so we want you to keep going, and you have to be the guy that beats Saber.
Well, first of all, Jamevil, his next step, he is now in the not the winners bracket, but the bonus bracket finals against 8gen. So, if you are able to defeat
Easy
him,
win.
well, we'll just see about that. Remember, this is a randomizer. Anything can happen, BT. So don't count your money just yet. So, Jamevil, give us some thoughts about what you might be facing in your upcoming match.
Wait, that was a question for me? I'm sorry.
Yes, the question was for you, Jam. Your next opponent is before.
It's a coin toss. It's a coin toss. I got the question. I'm just messing with you. It's a coin toss, really, with Adaginos. Adaginos is a great player, and I have the ability to beat him, but like I said, it's a pure coin toss between us two. I think we're evenly skilled, evenly matched, and
He's got no one to French fry, no one to pizza.
Exactly. We'll just have to duke it out in the arena tomorrow.
Yep, and one of the key things now that I've seen about is the way you guys are skilled out. We're now down to the last three. It's the number 1 seed, the number 3 seed, and the number 4 seed. It's, to me, in my opinion, it's gotten to the point where you better get to level 9 first, because if you don't, coming back is going to be tough. Because we haven't seen, because again, I've been looking for the great equalizer to strike tonight, and it never came. Double A came close against Fcoughlin.
It's tough. You have to play solid. You have to. Again, there's a bunch of luck involved, and
absolutely.
Tonight the luck has gone to the person who's gotten in there, but you take that one wrong turn, like you saw in this race here, or even the previous race where I nearly full cleared 9 and Double A was able to get much faster 9. Anything can happen.
Yep, absolutely. So I expect it to be a really good matchup between the two of you, Jamie. Well, again, congratulations on your victory. You're in the top 3, and Fcoughlin, again, congratulations on your tournament finishing in 4th place. Both of you played an extremely good tournament all the way through. Both of you, congratulations. Both of you, excellent randomizer players.
Great job, Jam. Best of luck on next round here tomorrow night.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Thank you for avenging me, Mr. Jam. Die, Fred, die.
Any other further questions for them, BT?
Nope, just when is the next race?
I can answer that question for you. Okay, so that is going to do it for us tonight. By the way, Jamevil, if there are no other questions, Jamevil and Fcoughlin, thank you very much both for your time here in the commentators booth, and we'll see you both again soon. Hopefully we have another Zelda Randomizer tournament.
I think that will likely happen.
Excellent. I will definitely be looking forward to doing commentary on that one as well, and I think we might have a certain broadcast partner that might possibly be in it next time around. That, of course, is not me, by the way. All right, thank you very much for your time. And now we're going to go ahead and close this out. Remember, the next set of races is going to be tomorrow night right here on the Twitch TV Speed Gaming channel. The first race is going to be the bonus bracket finals against 8gen and Jamevil. The winner of that matchup will play against the winner of the winners bracket, which was Crystal Saver tonight. And that is going to be by the way, the first race is at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Again, the winner of the bonus bracket finals faces off against Crystal Saver. They would have to win 2 games to win the championship, whereas Crystal Saver would only have to win 1 game. The first game of that finals is going to be at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And then if there is a second match required for the championship, that one will be at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Again, that's right here on the Speed Gaming channel. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out here on behalf of all of the racers here that have participated in the sextuple header, on behalf of Fcoughlin and his Speed Gaming channel, on behalf of the entire Twitch chat who came to watch, and on behalf of my broadcast partner, Bresticle, I am LOZ Cards Fan 23, reminding you that no matter what it is that you are doing, it is always best to blame the green leaf effect. So until next time, this is LZ signing off. So long, everybody.
So long, card and smooches.